Our country is a land full of wonders. Here, not only humans, but nature too reveals magical things at every step. And one such beautiful example of the enchanting creations of nature is the spectacular Loktak Lake in the state of Manipur. The world-famous Keibul Lamjao National Park is located in this Loktak Lake, which has the distinction of being the only floating national park in the world. But what makes this place even more special is the presence of dancing deer, also known as Sangai. It can be called a marvel of nature that these Sangai deer, which were once declared extinct, can now be seen again in large numbers. Many popular folklores abound in Manipur about the origins of the Sangai deer. Among them, the most interesting one is the eternal love story of a beautiful girl named Tonu and a boy named Kadeng. So, what is the story of the Sangai dancing deer? What is it that connects them to the saga of Tonu and Kadeng? And why is Loktak Lake a floating lake? Let's explore. If you look at Loktak Lake from above, it looks like a bunch of small green islands joined together, floating on the surface of the lake. These so-called beautiful small islands are floating masses of vegetation, soil, and decomposing organic matter, locally called phumdis. Along with being the home of fishermen and indigenous people, this lake has another unique feature that makes it special. It is the home of the Sangai, also known as the dancing deer. The Sangai is the state animal of Manipur and a critically endangered species. Therefore, hunting them is strictly prohibited. Now, the question arises, why is this deer called the Sangai but referred to as the dancing deer? Due to the marshy, wobbly and spongy surface of the phumdis, walking on them causes the ground to sway. When these beautiful deer walk on the swaying ground, it looks as if they are in an eternal dance. This is why they have earned the nickname dancing deer. Among many interesting and popular legends associated with the Sangai, there is one that will touch your heart. A story of love and heartbreak. The saga of Tonu and Kadeng. It is said that during the reign of Laijeng Ningthau, who was the king of Manipur from 1138 to 1210 AD, there was a severe famine that lasted for 3 years. The king, seeing his subjects suffer from the effects of famine, prayed to God for relief. And as a result, the god Thangjig appeared before him. God told the king that he would be relieved of the famine, but he would have to offer a sacrifice of 100 types of animals and 100 types of fish. To fulfill this wish of the god, the king sent his courtiers and soldiers on a mission to find the animals and fish meant for the offering. Kadeng also went on this search with the others. Before setting out on this journey, Kadeng meets his girlfriend Tonu. Tonu gives Kadeng a beautiful bouquet of flowers as a memory and tells him that if the flowers ever start to wither, then he should understand that she is in trouble. And saying this, Tonu also expresses her desire that Kadeng should bring her back a deer on his return. Finally, after a difficult journey, Kadeng finds a beautiful deer for his Tonu. But then, his attention went to the small bouquet of flowers that suddenly had begun to wither. Kadeng became worried and immediately returned. He was surprised to see that the king was forcefully marrying Tonu. Kadeng protested, but in vain. Disappointed and heartbroken, Kadeng released the deer that he had brought for Tonu in the forests of Keibul Lamjao. It came to be known as the Sangai thereafter. The name Sangai comes from two syllables, Sa, animal, and Ngai, in waiting. The name Sangai thus immortalizes Kadeng's eternal wait for Tonu, and Keibul Lamjao became the home of Sangai. The Sangai is believed to have derived its name from the unique behavior of its males. While walking, the male deer of this species suddenly stops and turns around to look back as if waiting for someone. Even when they're running to save their lives, they suddenly stop and look back. Watching this unique behavior, it seems as if the Sangai in the form of Kadeng suddenly hears the call of his beloved Tonu and stops there waiting for her return. This poem by author Vijay Kumar Singhal so aptly expresses the beauty of the Sangai deer, its habitat, and its never-ending wait. जंगल जंगल ढूंढ रहा है मृग अपनी कस्तूरी को, कितना मुश्किल है तय करना खुद से खुद की दूरी को.